Well, probably the buying the extra clothes did, too. Alrighty then. Off we go to investigate these kidnappings. Yay, pointless cutscene.
Gali Nagara Canyon!
Oh no.
Or Gali Nagare. I don't know. Blanque.
Galen Nagare. The area music here is not too bad. I just wish the environments weren't quite so dry and dusty.
Reminds me of Mercury.
You heard what he said. Congratulations, we just doubled our money. We got that low.
Neo's already got his level 25 weapon.
Well, considering he is level 25, that might have something to do with it.
Level 25 he gains a spear. And then at level 50 he gains an even stronger spear. And it's the same for the other NPCs, minus the different weapon types. Except for Lou, she's always the double saber.
Well, she's ranged primarily, isn't she?
No, she's a hunter here.
Seriously? Makes very little sense.
So although she does have a laser cannon to deal with flying enemies.
That sounds like a good plan.
You're being sarcastic, aren't you?
Took you that long to pick up on it, did you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out why having a gun for flying enemies is bad.
I'm specifically calling out something you are doing.
Not having a ranged weapon?
Yeah. Because seriously, that would have made that last fight, like, half the length it was. I don't know why you insist on limiting yourself like this. Ow, 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 ow. Man, that was a lot of damage. And there we go. If we go to B1. Well, at least we're progressing. Of course, we're probably going to get another... Oh, good. No. You don't have to worry about an extra cutscene. And for some reason, only now does the trial actually start. Stabbity stabbity.
Excuse me, we're not talking a lot today.
Well, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Oh, hey. 23.
HP plus 22, ATP plus 8, ATA plus 1, TP plus 5, DFP plus 1, EVP plus 1, and MNDT plus 1.
MNDT?
I don't know. God, can they go one episode without making an error?
Apparently not.
I don't know what's worse, this or Conservation District.
Nah, the Conversation District one was, well, worse for a given value of worse.
Although I think Freeze Fry still takes the cake.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Money. We're gonna need a lot more of that.
Oh, we're already back up to 6,396.
Just when you make sure you pick the stuff up.
6,900.
Yay. Do we really need to keep checking it?
Hey, a new enemy! Cognat!
Yay. It is for some reason light aligned.
I love it when the NPCs talk to each other, even if they don't do it.
It is, on occasion, nice to see.
They should have made them do what they say in the chats.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have. I mean, honestly, there was a lot of things they could have done here.
That's Leo's cute enemies chat.
Yeah, I figured.
Although, honestly, I don't find him cute at all.
Yeah, neither do I, really. I mean, I can't really think of a good reason to have them, to have such a cute type of enemy. Like, I mean, really. What's the point other than making you feel like a total asshole for kicking in the skull of something that's everybody is like, oh, it's so cute and fluffy.
Really, the only cute enemy here are the Rappies.
Which have been a long time Phantasy Star creatures, from what I know.
Oh, and going back to an earlier episode of when we were talking about grammar and then sex, on the grammar portion, I discovered an easy trick to determine if whether you need is or are. Like, in my case, I said, the only cute enemies here, the only cute enemy type here are the Rappies. So
that would actually, you actually want to use the is there.
No, because
you're referring to the type. You're referring to the enemy type is. The only enemy type is.
But anyway, the trick I discovered is that to switch it around, like, an example I had earlier. Really, what takes up the most space on a computer are videos. Videos are what take up the most space on a computer.
Well, except that doesn't always work.
Switch it around, and then
because in the former sentence you're talking about the thing, the singular thing that takes up the most space.
Right.
Is the videos. Now, if you put it another way, the things that take up the most space on the hard drive are videos.
Because see, using that example, what I was told is that really what takes up the most room are the videos. Videos are what take up the most room. Switch it around and you can determine what to use. That's what I was told by some grammar person.
Grammar person?
Someone that knows the grammar.
Okay.
Although you're saying, I guess it could be, it varies.
There's a reason I'm not an English major.
One of my online friends has decided to become an English teacher.
More power to him. We need more, to her. We need more teachers. I am really sorry in advance for all the shit they're gonna have to put up with. Because, seriously, that stuff ain't fun.
Well, if I ever become a teacher, I want to put up with any shit.
And that's the quickest way to get your students to stop listening to you.
But anyway, I had a science teacher that was always yelling at the top of his lungs at the class because it was all he taught were freshmen.
Oh God, I don't envy him for that because, like, freshmen are assholes.
To be fair, not all of them are, but most of them are, yeah.
It could have been worse. He could have been teaching middle school. Like,
well, I was going to say that the reason freshmen are so bad is because they're also going through puberty, and that's also the stage where they kind of go through the
fuck you, I'm the most important thing on the planet.
Something like that, yeah. Or the rebellious stage is what I was trying to say.
AKA, fuck you, I'm the most important thing on the planet.
I don't think you and I ever went through that.
People go through it in different ways. Like, shit, I'm not going to try and hold myself above everybody else. That's the quickest way to become classed as a douchebag.
Do you remember anything that you did to rebel?
I don't really want to talk about it.
You don't have to, I was just asking. I had really big behavioral issues in elementary school, but they all stem from...
to the right, I think.
But they all stem from having to leave my father in Mexico. He didn't come up until later.
Okay, where's the goddamn path?
I'm the map. I'm the map.
Okay, I guess we just have to go the other way.
You know, I should know this. There's a free mission of the same list, same exact layout.
And it's been how long since you've played?
Oh, I don't know. Last year?
Yeah, exactly.
When did getting lost on the game become such a problem for me?
I don't know.
But yeah, typically freshmen aren't exactly well-behaved. I used to take one to lunch during my senior year, and he often found it funny to show us his pubic hair.
Yep, anything for attention.
HP plus 19, ATP plus 6, ATA plus 2, TP plus 5, DVP plus 1, MST plus 2.
DFP. Anyway. So, my question is, do the stat changes, do your stat growths depend on what class you are when you level up?
Nope, they're predetermined.
But the stat bonuses are different.
The stat bonuses that you gain from leveling up the type are different, yeah.
Okay. And the actual stat gains when you level up are probably based on race as well.
What? Sorry, repeat that?
The stat gains you have on level up are probably based on race as well.
Yeah. But they're fixed.
Right.
Like, going to level 24, Ethan will always gain 19 HP.
Etc. Okay, that makes sense.
Fixed just like Arcalad and Dragon Quest VIII. You know, personally, I prefer games that have fixed level up growths.
As opposed to...
Well, this is, like, on Dragon Quest VIII, I completed my project where I recorded a stat boost of every level up, which is easy because it's a fixed rate. For example, Hero will always go from 22 health to 25 when he levels up to level 2.
Okay, and...
But then there are games that I watch my friend play, Fire Emblem, where it varies.
Yep, introduces an element of chance. It's more fun that way, honestly.
Like, he had some levels where he gained absolutely shit. Nothing.
Yeah, and I think Fire Emblem, especially, is partly dependent on what... Or, wasn't that an item? And now you've completely lost track of it. It's to your right. To the left now. Good grief. To the left some more. And to the right again. There it is. Jeez. Hey, a photon charge. Gee, aren't you glad I pointed that out? Good grief.
Yeah, but just one last comment. Didn't really bother me that he showed us his pubic hair, but there are better ways to call for attention than being inappropriate.
Nah. I kind of just cut those kinds of people out of my life. I'm like, yeah, I really don't care. That's not funny, and I think you're an asshole. Oh yeah, Hugo leveled up.
And one time I took them, they're not gay or anything, but this one guy, who's a freshman, showed us gay porn on his phone.
Okay, but you know what? I'm happier not knowing the context for that. I'm just gonna forget that was even mentioned. Anyway,
Okay, so I'll just summarize it in a few words. Freshmen are weird and crazy. And then, you know, some of them don't even turn out any better when they become sophomores or juniors or seniors.
Yeah, that's called not maturing.
Like that same one that showed us his pubic hair found it funny while I was driving to keep it on the emergency brake.
Yeah, that could actually potentially cause a serious accident. So if people got killed because of him, I hope he would feel like the complete douche that he was being.
Well, the thing is that I was the one driving, and I could probably get in trouble for it too.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't my fault, and I kept yelling at him to stop it.
Which is probably why he kept doing it.
But in fairness, he wasn't the worst. I had one light off a firecracker in there or something.
Good grief.
After that is when I banned them for the rest forever. Even the ones that didn't really do anything.
Okay, so we have an extra key. I guess that's a side area thing?
Yeah.
Oh joy, treasure!
I mean,
that's another thing I don't particularly like about this game, is that treasure drops are so frustratingly rare.
The guy that lit off the firework, I'm not sure if he was telling the truth, but he said that his sister had died and he was going through a tough time. But that still doesn't excuse him lighting off a firework or whatever in the car.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. People think it does. It doesn't. Alright. Trial cleared. 15 minutes.
You show real promise.
Hey!
And we get a bunch of money, which is kind of a crap consolation prize as opposed to the items or techniques that we'd get if we got an S.
Oh, on top of that, they ripped a hole in one of the back seat covers and other damage to the car.
Should have made him pay for it.
There's a rogue over here.
Always left food all over the place.
Should have made him, like...
That's what we're here
That either my mom or I had to clean up.
Yep. At that point, I would have just said either you clean up the fuck after yourselves, or you get kicked the fuck out.
Yeah, well, one time we found a sandwich under the seat, and that's when I really reamed them out.
And we get to deal with the Jackass brothers again, by the looks of things.
And on a final note, I once had to...
That's disappointing. I was hoping that was a C4 charge.
I once slammed on my brakes and immediately merged to the right and pulled over because the same friend that thought it was fun to show his pubic hair sometimes, yelled out the window at a chick walking by, nice ass, and then, I'd fuck you.